much? So cheap.
$5. $5.
There you go. What?
She runs away with both hands. What? Too much. So, in case anybody hasn't noticed, Ryan Gosling has. I apologize. Ryan Gosling apparently had been in talks for this. Ryan Gosling has been in talks apparently to play Ghost Rider. Spitting image of Nicolas Cage there, right? Works out perfectly. Works perfectly with canon because everything has to be connected and canonized together, right? So it's literally he's being Nicolas Cage as a younger person. I mean, that's what they're obsessed with trying to do, trying to have it be everything play together. And I mean I get why, but it's at this point it's getting to the point where it's silly, where people aren't even going to remember Nicolas Cage. Well, of course, people my age would, but they wouldn't. We all saw those movies back. I saw them in the theaters, but or at least the first one. Anyway, he was recently asked about the possibility of playing Ghost Rider in the MCU, and I don't know what to say. He admitted some discussions have been had. It's a complicated situation. Of course, it's complicated because they're probably going to try to get him to, make sure to have more screen time with his face and less of the Ghost Rider, which is obviously what they're trying to do with all of these, which is why it's almost silly in these instances where they try to have these people play who they're supposed to play, and then take the mask off because we need to have them see their face. But we're getting to that point where screw all that because AI is going to just replace all of you anyway. So it doesn't matter. Nothing matters at this point. It's easy to become some sort of nihilistic in some way. So it looks like he said it looks like Josh Schwartz jokingly claimed that he had done everything in his power to secure Gosling's the role. You're not working hard enough, Gosling replied when pressed on whether there is any real chance of him taking the role. We keep hope alive. We keep it alive. And so to me, that's like, okay, great. I think it's he's just probably having to negotiate price and all these things. But it's a funny thing. I'm surprised that he was actually, wanting to do it because of the stigma that the MCU has created, right? The stigma that has now been instilled in all of us. I mean, so many people had turned it down. Apparently, the current X-Men director, he was the only one who would do it, who did it, and Pedro Pascal was the only one who would actually be Reed Richards. Apparently, so many people had turned that thing down, which is even funnier. And it's just to the point where it's like, it's not worth the headache. It's not worth the headache and possibly damaging their career, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see. So, casting considerations of the studio continues expanding its cinematic universe. That taking on the role of Ghost Rider would be amazing. Still, he recently comments suggest that any progress toward a casting decision is moving slowly. So with anything, things plus he's really busy he's busy reinventing Star Wars, right? With the whole stuff that's going on there with Star Wars Starfighter. So far, Gosling has yet to anchor a long-running franchise, and to be honest, it's one of those things where it's like, does he desire to? Does he want to? I mean, maybe I guess he does. Nice Guys and Fall Guy. Fall Guy was okay. I didn't love it. I did not love. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was actually some good points to it, but it was fun. And having an actual couple that they did actually have chemistry in the romance part of that. But anyway, it was okay. Gray Man, I enjoyed, and of course Steve Rogers, like he enjoyed in Gray Man. Steve Rogers enjoyed being a bad guy. He really enjoyed being an evil dude in that movie. He wants to be bad Captain America so bad. Let's see. And Gosling remains proven to draw for audiences because of what happened, because of the movie that came out just this last weekend. Did you folks see Project Mayhem? It was actually great. I loved it. It was really fun, great. It was like cross between. It had three movies came to mind. If you saw it, I'd recommend seeing it in IMAX if you can. It was The Martian. It was essentially The Martian because it had that same spirit, the same feel. The music was a lot like it. It was all very much like The Martian with Matt Damon. And of course, Enemy Mine also came to mind, and Interstellar. So it reminded me of all those things. It had the aesthetics of Interstellar by Chris Nolan, and it had a lot of I thought it was great. It was really great. Interstellar, Enemy Mine, and The Martian. Anyway, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for listening, and thanks so much. Have a great day.